Hello there, and welcome to Let's Talk About. I am your host, Caffeinated Katie, and this is where I talk about stuff. So, I love horror movies. I always have, and I probably always will. But my interest really hit a peak when I was like 14 to 16, and my brother was working at Blockbuster. So while perusing the aisles of ye old Blockbuster, I noticed a Leprechaun-centric horror movie series. So, let's talk about the Leprechaun movies. Mark Jones, the creator of the Leprechaun characters, said he got the idea from a Lucky Charms commercials, thinking, what if the Leprechaun was chasing the kids rather than the kids chasing the Leprechaun? Now, the actual Leprechaun folklore is a bit varied and abundant. There is folklore of them living underwater, wearing red instead of green, being the bankers of the fairy world, being the unwanted children of the fairy world, and even a folklore that they get so drunk at night that they turn into something called a Leprechaun. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So without further ado, let's get started. We open on Dan O'Grady, played by Shay Duffin, who tells his wife that he caught a leprechaun, played by Warwick Davis, and now he has the leprechaun's gold. What he didn't tell her was that he brought the leprechaun home with him. The leprechaun escapes and spooks Miss O'Grady to the point where she falls backwards down the stairs and dies. When Mr. O'Grady finds his wife, he gets justifiably upset.
I'll give you more than gold!
I'll give you lead. So O'Grady captures the leprechaun again and puts him in a box with a 4-leaf clover on top of it. The 4-leaf clover acting as almost like a binding lock to keep him in there. We flash forward to JD, played by John Sandiford, and Tori, his daughter, played by a pre-Friends Jennifer Aniston. They're gonna spend the summer restoring the O'Grady house, and Tori couldn't bitch more about it.
Really gross. There's bugs, there's cobwebs. God only knows what else is in there.
No one told you life was gonna be this way.
She proclaims that she's leaving, and on her way out, she bumps into Nathan, played by Kent Oland, who makes a comment that causes her to stay just to spite him.
I don't know many guys that are afraid of houses.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Neither am I.
Next we meet Ozzy and Alex, friend and brother to Nathan. The three of them work painting houses. Ozzy often tells outlandish stories. I think you can guess where that's going. Ozzy accidentally brushes the 4-leaf clover off the box, the leprechaun breaks free, and shortly after, Ozzy runs away. Alex and Ozzy follow the rainbow and...
It's where the rainbow ends.
It does look like where it is.
Wait, whose car is that? Why is the gold in there? You know what? It doesn't matter. So Ozzy accidentally swallows one of the gold coins. Meanwhile, JD gets bitten by the leprechaun who is mimicking a cat and now has to go to the hospital. Ozzy and Alex get one of the coins of praise, but after they leave, of course, the leprechaun shows up. He kills the shopkeeper quite hilariously and then steals one of those motorized cars for kids. I don't know why that was in a coin of praise's shop. Again, doesn't matter. But can he teleport? Like, there's no way he's getting to all these places without fucking teleporting. The leprechaun gets pulled over and, like he does, kills the cop, then goes back to the house to look for his gold. Ozzy calls the cops, but of course they don't believe him, so they all decide to leave, and of course the car won't start. So they send the literal child to fix it when the leprechaun pops out of the hood and attacks. How long do you think the leprechaun would have waited there if they were smart and took Tori's Jeep instead? So they all run back inside, and Tori this time calls the cops, not mentioning the leprechaun. Tori retrieves the gold from the old well and gives it back to the leprechaun. I knew it! I knew he could teleport! The leprechaun notices that there's a coin missing, the one that Ozzy accidentally swallowed. So the leprechaun teleports into the refrigerator.
Surprise, motherfucker!
You know, y'all had so many chances to capture him, kill him, leave the house. Y'all deserve to die.
Ah!
Oh my god. Jeez. I mean, that's one way. At this point, the leprechaun's just running around the house fucking with them. Oh my god, this movie. So they go to talk to old man Grady at the assisted living facility that he's in to ask him if he knows how to kill a leprechaun. They run out of the house, distracting the leprechaun with shoes.
Shoes. Oh my gosh.
Because that's part of this folklore. He has to shine shoes. It has something to do with leprechauns being associated with cobblers. At least they didn't do something a little more stereotypical, like distracting him with whiskey. Tori sneaks into the assisted living facility, but it turns out the leprechaun had gotten there first and killed O'Grady, but not before he could say with his dying breath to Tori how to kill a leprechaun. Get a 4-leaf clover from the clover patch. Why is it glowing?
It's eerily beautiful.
So they pull some Disney bullshit about just believe you'll find a 4-leaf clover, and it works.
All right, here, look. I believe. I believe.
You found one. I told you. I told you.
So Alex slingshots the clover down the leprechaun's throat. Oh, what is this shit? So he's dead, right? Wrong.
I want the door out.
Oh, Jesus.
He sounds more irritated than anything else. So Uncle Jesse, I mean Nathan, explodes the well.
Curse this well that me soul shall dwell, till I find me magic that breaks me spell.
And that's the movie! This is one of those it's so bad it's good movies. It's hokey, there's plot holes, continuity errors, and so on. But the acting's actually pretty good for the material they were given. Especially Warwick Davis. He looks like he's having so much fun. The practical effects are amazing, like anything that has to do with the leprechaun. And the computer effects are actually pretty good for '92. It got me to genuinely laugh, but I'm probably not gonna watch it again anytime soon. So that's it for today. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and as always, stay caffeinated.
How's your leg?
What an asshole.